Hello everybody, so today we're going to be talking about Hello Games once again making the news. So, this archive tweet that has since been deleted from the official Hello Games Twitter, saying that No Man's Sky was a mistake. Now, I remember reading this earlier and I thought it was genuine, and there were a lot of rumors coming out. There was an article even posted on Forbes saying that it was from someone in the company, some people even claiming that Sean Murray himself had sent out that tweet. But since then, they have taken it down. They claim they are no longer hacked. And Sean, it's just funny, the whole thing with Sean Murray. He makes this weird, he says, server hacked, we're bringing Mr. Robot episodes as quickly as we can, looking for answers. Episode 5 is a cracker. If anything was a mistake, it was using LinkedIn without 2FA. And so a lot of people are mostly concerned for their health and well-being, besides, shitting on them a little bit. You didn't post a shit. You didn't post a shit in a while, and now you post this. Okay, that's pretty funny. And we'll check out what he has. Hello Games Twitter is hack post put stuff up. Sean's just responding to it. It's pretty salty players, pretty salty gamers right here. But it just keeps getting crazier and crazier. And mostly I wanted to use this as an opportunity to bring up the good in this, in No Man's Sky. There has needed to be, dare I say, regulations on the gaming industry for years because of the shit that they've been pulling. This is pretty much the worst case scenario as far as I'm concerned. Somebody, I'm trying to find a good way of putting this, but going up to gamers and being like, do you want a game where you can explore the whole universe? You can do anything. They working specifically off of your imagination and scamming you. They essentially being snake oil salesmen. They sell you one thing that's supposed to do one thing, and it doesn't do any of those things. We could talk, there's a million things that a million other people have already talked about. There's nothing I could say that hasn't already been said, but there is one thing I think is important to mention, that out of all of this, especially if there is some legal action being taken, because that is the most important thing. If they feel it in their wallets, and other companies see that it hit their wallets, they're going to do what they can to either follow the regulation, or they're going to probably do like rest of companies do and bribe the fuck out of whatever representative, public representative lives in that state or Providence or whatever. It's always something like that, I'm assuming. But again, that's probably just me being cynical. In either case, we need to at least put some restrictions on these companies. Ubisoft has been, releasing buggy-ass games and then fixing them later, and it feels like it's been a scam, and not so bad. Ubisoft, compared to the No Man's Sky, is not so bad. And we have different ports, that run like garbage, and just with everything that goes on in the gaming industry, all of the shiesty little bullshit with copyright infringement on YouTube, all of the abuse of power from companies like Konami and Nintendo that just lash out at their Let's Play communities. There are a lot of these companies that have been abusing loopholes and laws that have not yet been put in place because of how new this industry is. The video gaming industry has only been around for, 50 years, maybe a little longer, at least in its current state, probably even less than that. I'm being rather generous and trying to include even more of the 60s. But with all of that in mind, we do have to set a standard for what you do have to release a game in, the state that it's in. That's why Steam Greenlight has put through an insane amount of spam games that aren't even really games. Think about, Digital Homicide. If there was quality control, this wouldn't have ever been a problem. And it just spirals out of control from there. But I don't know, man, this whole thing is just, I followed it I was reading on my own, just going through individual tweets and following what everyone had to say for a good 20 minutes before I started this video, and I kind of wanted to use this as a method of, venting out what I was thinking, 'cause, $60 game. I even felt that way about it to a lesser extent. Deus Ex, it just cut off. It was to me, it was like, this is a 10 out of 10, and then I was just like, wait, the game's over? But anyways, that's really all I have to say. I'd like to hear what all of you guys think in the comment section below, because of course, No Man's Sky is a topic of discussion for sure. So, my name is Everdread. I do some news every once in a while. Feel free to stop by every once in a while and say a few things. I'll see you guys later.